Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets. Today, we've got a fantastic lineup of tech news and insights, from surprising AI rankings to exciting new gadgets and even a sneak peek into the future of space exploration. Get ready for some bite-sized knowledge.
Okay, let's dive into this first one because it kind of flips things on their head a bit. You know, when you think top AI, ChatGPT, especially GPT 4.1, usually comes up first, right? The gold standard.
Pretty much.
But this new ranking system, Humane, by Prolific, it just dropped something.
Yeah.
Well, surprising. They asked over 21,000 people about their user experience.
Yeah, the experience, not just the raw power.
Exactly. And get this, ChatGPT, 8th place.
8th. Yeah, that's quite a drop from where people probably think it is. And it really shows, doesn't it, that performance specs, how fast it is or whatever. That's not the whole story.
Right.
This Humane ranking is about how it feels to interact with. Is it intuitive? Do you trust it? That kind of thing. Yeah. So it's the human side, the usability, that's becoming super important, maybe more than we realized.
Definitely. It's a metric that's often overlooked.
Yeah.
But clearly, it matters a lot for actual users.
Okay, so if ChatGPT is down at 8th, who actually took the top spot?
Gemini 2.5 Pro came out as the clear winner overall.
Gemini. Okay.
Yeah, and it topped the charts for lots of different groups too, like 18 to 34s in the UK, Democrat voters in the US, even the over 55s there.
Wow. Broad appeal then. Any other surprises in the rankings?
Well, yeah. DeepSeek, remember them? They were kind of popular for a bit, then faded. They still beat some big names.
Huh.
And Magistral Chat, maybe less known, but seems to have a really loyal base. It reinforces that idea. People stick with what feels trustworthy and good to use, even if it's not topping the technical charts.
Interesting. So usability and trust might actually win out in the long run over just raw capability. That definitely shifts the perspective. But moving from user experience to something more serious, the human impact, especially on younger people, there's growing concern about AI and teen safety, right?
Yeah.
Even talk of AI psychosis.
It's a huge concern, yeah. And OpenAI seems to be taking it very seriously. They've just rolled out some pretty significant safety features for ChatGPT aimed at users 13 and up.
Okay, like what?
Well, first, there's an age prediction system.
Yeah.
If it's unsure about a user's age, it defaults to tighter restrictions.
Makes sense.
And crucially, parental controls are coming. Parents can link accounts, turn off things like chat memory, set blackout hours when the teen can't use it.
Blackout hours.
And even get notifications if the AI detects, distressing conversations.
Distress notifications. What about content restrictions?
Yeah, they're blocking graphic sexual content, flirty chats, and discussions about self-harm or suicide. And in really extreme cases, if they can't reach a parent, they might even involve law enforcement.
That's pretty serious intervention. And it feels timely, too. I saw there's a congressional hearing coming up October 8th.
That's right.
With CEOs from Discord, Reddit, Twitch, Valve, about online radicalization. It feels connected, this whole ecosystem of online influence, AI included. These safeguards feel necessary.
Exactly. And one source, framing it as a mom's perspective, really hit on something important. Tech companies need to be transparent, flexible, and supportive, not just punitive.
Right. Help kids learn and find help. Don't just punish them.
Precisely. It's about building trust, not fear.
Okay, shifting gears slightly, but still on AI. James Cameron, the filmmaker, he's actually involved with Stability AI on their board.
Yeah.
He has a pretty interesting take on AI and creativity.
Yeah, it's quite nuanced. He basically says AI can be just as creative as people in certain ways, generating ideas, maybe predicting things. But, and this is the key part, it lacks unique lived experience. It hasn't lived. It can mimic creativity, but it doesn't have that deep well of human experience to draw from.
So it's not about replacing artists then?
Not in his view. He sees it more as a tool. He wants to use custom AI models to slash those huge VFX costs, make filmmaking more accessible.
So democratizing the process, making artists more productive, not redundant.
Exactly. A tool to augment, not replace.
Okay, let's move from AI thoughts to actual gadgets you can hold. Or fly. The new DJI Mini 5 Pro drone just launched. I've been keeping an eye on these mini drones. They pack a lot in.
They really do. And the Mini 5 Pro. It's a clear step up from the 4 Pro.
Yeah.
And get this, it's launching at the same price, around $689. That's fantastic value.
Same price. Nice. So what are the big upgrades? What makes it better?
Okay, several things. Flight time gets a boost, 36 minutes standard, but up to 52 minutes if you get the upgraded battery.
52 minutes. That's huge for a small drone.
It really is. Changes how you can shoot. Then there's obstacle avoidance. It's got LiDAR now that's laser-based plus an infrared sensor, so it's much safer, even in tricky low light.
LiDAR on a Mini. Okay, that's impressive. What about the camera?
Big upgrade there, too. It's a 50-megapixel, 1-inch CMOS sensor, much better in low light, more detail, and video. 4K at 120 frames per second, or Full HD at 240 for super slow-mo.
Wow, 4K 120. And storage. The old one barely had any.
Yeah, they fixed that. Jumped from just 2 gigs to 42 gigs of internal storage. Much more practical.
Okay, that sounds like a really solid package for the money. Definitely tempting. All right, let's switch from the skies to silence. Noise-canceling headphones, always a popular topic. What are the standouts for 2025, according to our sources?
Yeah, noise canceling is almost essential these days, isn't it? So for the best overall balance comfort, good ANC, great sound at a pick, the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra is still a top pick, around $449.
Oh, those Ultras, okay. Still strong.
Yep. But if you're more of an audiophile, really care about that sound balance, the Sony WH-1000 XM6 is right up there. Similar price, about $448. Great equalizer, solid 30-hour battery.
Sony XM6, got it. What about budget options? Anything good under, say, $100?
Actually, yeah, the Earfun Air Pro 4 earbuds, they're significantly good for the price, like $79.99. Decent ANC with 5 levels, good battery life, really punching above their weight.
Earfun Air Pro 4, under $80. Nice. And anything known for just insane battery life?
That would be the Dyson OnTrack headphones, a whopping 55 hours, plus excellent ANC and premium sound, though they are pricier at $499.99.
Probably 5 hours. Okay. Dyson's bringing the stamina. That's a good range of choices. And hey, quick tip for everyone. Sometimes playing music with the ANC actually makes it work even better, creates like a double barrier.
That's true.
Just, be careful if you're out walking in traffic. Okay, phones. Samsung's Trifold. Sounds ambitious, maybe coming to the U.S. this year. Probably expensive, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely expect a high price tag. More of a statement piece, probably.
Okay.
But hang on. Speaking of Samsung, there's a really crucial warning for Galaxy users right now.
Oh, what's up?
You need to update your phone. Like, immediately. WhatsApp discovered a critical security flaw, CVE 2025-21043. It could let hackers basically take remote control of your phone.
Whoa, remote control. That's bad. Which phones?
It affects Android 13 and newer. And actually, iOS users should make sure they're on 18.6.2 or later, too, for similar security patches. So update, update, update.
Okay, serious heads up there. Don't wait on that one, folks. Get it updated. All right, let's talk AI again, but this time how it's weaving in stuff we use every day. Google's Gemini is now free in Chrome.
Yeah, big move. It's rolling out free for Mac and Windows users in the US. And it's getting smarter.
How so?
Well, it can look across multiple browser tabs now, so
Yeah.
you can ask it to, compare products you have open or summarize info from different pages.
That's actually useful.
It can even pull up pages you closed earlier from your history. Plus, it integrates with Workspace, Calendar, YouTube, Maps.
So it's becoming more of a central assistant within the browser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the plan is for it to eventually do more complex, tedious tasks, think booking appointments or maybe even ordering groceries with safety checks for anything high risk. It's moving towards being a proactive agent.
A proactive agent in your browser. Interesting. And Microsoft is going all in on agents too, right? They're Copilot.
Oh, absolutely. They're aggressively integrating them everywhere. You've got different types of agents popping up. Well, facilitator agents in Teams meetings. They can create agendas, take notes automatically, answer questions based on the discussion, manage time, even draft documents from the meeting.
Whoa, that's doing a lot.
There's even a mobile version for quick chats. Then you have channel agents that can give project status updates or answer questions by searching through past channel conversations.
Okay.
Plus, community agents in Viva Engage and knowledge agents in SharePoint helping organize and summarize all your files.
They really are putting them everywhere. And they're backing this up with serious hardware, right? That Wisconsin data center.
Yeah, Fairwater. They're turning that old Foxconn site into what they're calling the world's most powerful AI data center. We're talking hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA's latest GPUs, the GB200s.
Hundreds of thousands. That's just a mind-boggling scale. Shows how big this AI push really is.
It really does. The investment is staggering. And it's not just the giants. Notion is getting into the agent game, too. Notion 3.0 has these new AI agents.
Notion. Okay, what can their agents do?
They claim these agents can basically do everything a human can do in Notion.
Really? Like what?
Building pages, setting up databases, searching not just Notion, but connected tools like Slack, even the internet. And they remember your preferences, apparently, and can work autonomously for up to 20 minutes on tasks.
20 minutes of autonomous work. That's starting to sound genuinely helpful for complex projects. Okay, from work tools to playtime, gaming. Rumors about the PlayStation 6 are starting to swirl. What's the latest whisper?
The speculation is pointing towards maybe late 2027 or possibly 2028 for a launch.
Okay, still a ways off then. What about power?
We're hearing AMD chips again, naturally, and talk of targeting really smooth 4K at 120 frames per second, maybe even pushing for 8K at 60 FPS. AI upscaling will almost certainly be a huge part of that picture.
8K 60? Ambitious? Anything else interesting?
Yeah, the really intriguing bit is the rumor of a modular design.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's digital only by default, but you can add an optional disk drive if you want.
Oh, like the PS5 Slim, but maybe from the start?
Kinda, yeah. And even talk of a cheaper, less powerful PS6S model alongside the main one. If that happens, it'd be a pretty big strategic shift for Sony, trying to capture more of the market.
A cheaper PS6S? Interesting times ahead for consoles, but for something you can actually buy now, especially if you're into racing games, Logitech's new GRS50 system. Sounds like a big deal for sim racers.
It really is shaking things up in that mid-range sim racing market. What's cool is it brings high-end features down to a more accessible price, around $750 for the wheel and pedals.
$750. Okay, what kind of high-end features are we talking?
The big one is 8 Newton-meters of direct drive torque. That level of strong, detailed force feedback usually costs way more.
Direct drive, right. That's the gold standard for feel.
Exactly. Plus, it has their True Force tech. That translates stuff like tire grip, suspension bumps, engine vibrations directly from the game's physics into the wheel. It makes it feel incredibly realistic.
True Force 2. Okay, so you get the strong feedback and the detailed sensations. That does sound like a game changer for that price point. All right, let's pull back a bit and look at the human side of tech again. Starting with something many e-reader users might have noticed, a change in the Libby app, the library one.
Yes, the hold system. Used to be you could delay a hold if you weren't ready for the book. Now it suspends it instead.
Right, and what's the practical difference?
Well, the main thing is if you don't manually unsuspend that hold within a year, 365 days, it just disappears. It lapses.
Oh, so no more setting it and forgetting it for months on end.
Pretty much. Overdrive, the company behind Libby, says it's about efficiency for libraries and making wait times shorter for everyone else by cutting down on holds that just sit there unclaimed.
Okay, so better for the system overall, maybe a little less convenient for some individual users. Fair enough.
It's that balance, yeah.
And speaking of maybe less productive convenience, Tubi, the streaming service, has this new Chrome extension, Productubity. Sounds kind of sneaky.
Huh? Yeah, it's pretty clever, or maybe cheeky. It basically lets you watch Tubi at work. But if someone walks by, you hit a button, and it instantly switches the tab to look like a, convincing work screen. Spreadsheets, graphs, that sort of thing.
A panic button for streaming at work. Does anyone actually do that?
Apparently, yes. The sources mention stats like 84% of Gen Z and even 50% of all workers admit to streaming something while on the job.
Oh, 84% of Gen Z.
Yeah. So this extension, it's kind of funny, but it also reflects this real trend of multitasking, micro breaks, and how tech adapts to what people are actually doing.
Fascinating how habits drive tech development. Okay, on a more strategic level, this insight about Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella, he's apparently haunted by the idea Microsoft might not survive the AI era.
Yeah, that's a powerful word, haunted. It really shows the intense pressure even at the very top. Nadella sees constant renewal, which, can include tough things like layoffs and big strategy shifts, as essential for survival.
Like he fears becoming irrelevant like past giants.
Exactly. He even acknowledges that AI might eventually generate Office documents without needing traditional Office software. That challenges their core business. It just underlines how high the stakes are. No one feels safe, not even Microsoft.
That really puts the AI race into perspective. And finally, Reddit. They're trying to get better deals from Google and OpenAI for using their content to train AI, right?
Yep. There's this really interesting paradox they're facing.
Paradox? How so?
Well, Reddit's content, all those human conversations, niche discussions, advice, is incredibly valuable for training AI. It's real-world, messy, human data.
Right. You can't easily fake that.
But if the AI is trained on that data, gets so good that they just answer questions directly, people might stop going to Reddit. The AI could end up strangling the source of its own knowledge.
I see. So Reddit wants money for the data.
Definitely. But they also want Google and others to drive users back to Reddit, to keep the conversations going, to keep that valuable content flowing. It's a tricky balancing act.
Wow, from AI battling for user experience points to drones soaring with advanced features and even the subtle art of streaming at work, it's clear that technology never stands still. And the implications, whether it's for user safety, job markets, or even space travel, are truly fascinating. It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? As technology becomes increasingly integrated into every facet of our lives, how will we, as individuals and as a society, adapt to these rapid shifts while holding on to what makes us uniquely human? Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.